Matt Lennon, Boxing Social in association with our Kings and Empire Fight Store, Dev Sahni. What a night. I think when people label these cards as the best ever and whatnot, sometimes it's a little bit, they're pushing the boat out, but tonight provided a little bit of everything. We saw Josh Padley performance on a 4 days notice, superb, and it rolled on from there. I mean, the first fight to kick it off, by the way, after Akil and Zizo, Callum Smith and Buatsi. That was a tough act to follow, but I think the rest of the card followed suit.
It actually did, didn't it? I thought, well, the only way is down now from Smith Buatsi, which is one of the best light heavyweight fights that we've seen recently, certainly. It's a fantastic fight. And fair play Callum Smith. He ain't some old man who's over the hill and, you know, he's only got done by Beterbiev and Canelo. And Joshua Buatsi was great in there as well. He was strong, he was tough, but Callum Smith he got it right. And the scorecards were bang on, I thought. So, yeah, fair play Callum Smith. And, the night was just unreal, and it ended with another light heavyweight showdown. I was sat next to Jamie Ward, and he was very Bivol. And I've got this kind of weird, scary bromance with Beterbiev, so I was quite heavily scoring for him. I ended up with a draw. I found a draw, but it's either a draw or Bivol won. I mean, general consensus is Bivol won. Beterbiev didn't win the fight.
I just think when you watch them two fight, you know, when you talk about seeing the best, we see Mayweather Pacquiao too late. Obviously, I know Artur Beterbiev's maybe coming up to the latter stage of his career, but you literally are in boxing heaven watching them two fight. The difference in styles. I thought Beterbiev actually started really strong. He looks like what Frank Warren said he was going to continue round 13, but then after round 5, boom, Bivol I thought started to have a bit more pop in his punches, and it started happening and he was flowing. Is that how you saw it? Sort of a tale of two halves kind of thing?
I think so. Certainly in the back half of the fight, Bivol kind of took over for me, and there were so many great moments in there. Great for Bivol, where, you know, he had Beterbiev missing and then sort of having to turn around, and suddenly Bivol's in front of him, and you don't see Beterbiev often like miss wildly like that or with his back to the ropes, and Bivol created these situations, and I think he was pretty brilliant tonight.
Talk to me about Joseph Parker and Martin Bakole. Now, I think it's one of them where I think they both deserve praise. Joe Parker for accepting the fight anyway, and Martin Bakole for stepping off the plane, not even getting to the weigh-in and jumping in and giving it a go. And just before the KO, he actually looked dangerous, and he did land, I think, the back end of round 1, start of round 2. But ultimately, a fit, strong, healthy game Joe Parker showed that you ain't going to catch him off on an off night.
No, I think you're right. They both deserve credit. I think the feeling was that Bakole, if he was going to get it done, would have to get it done early. He'd only have a certain amount of rounds in him. Did look dangerous for a round. That was it. And then Joe Parker landed that shot. Joe Parker was brilliant tonight. He is a reformed heavyweight. He's bigger than ever. He's stronger than ever. He's punching harder than ever. He says he's better looking than ever. I would have to agree. Like, I've been up close. I've seen there's a few more wrinkles to the game now. Sometimes that adds something. So I agree with everything he's saying. He deserves a world title shot. Who's he going to get it against? I don't know. But there's no one more worthy out there. I love that he was presented with names, all dangerous names, and he went for the most avoided one. They were like, "Oh, do you want to fight Bakole?" And he said, "Bring me Bakole." Yeah. Who does that?
I spoke to Spencer Brown, and he goes, No. I said, Bakole or Bakole, and he goes, "Yeah, you heard me right, Bakole." Yeah. Bring him. He goes, "Oh, I want to fight the best." What an attitude! But it's where does he go next? Because I spoke to Spencer, and he said, "Why should it not be, you know, him and Dubois next? Why should it be Dubois and Usyk?" And so he's very much of the opinion of, look, he was meant to have the fight. Can't we do it next? Do you want to see that next, or do you think we're going to see Dubois Usyk?
It's difficult in this heavyweight division. No matter what, Joe Parker will be in a great fight next. There's no doubt about that. But all those who's going to fight who for world titles, I'll leave that to the men getting paid far more than me, man.
Last two, Hamzah Sheeraz had. Look, he fought. I think it was the best sort of opponent of his career. He was very game, and Carlos Adama's in there tonight. Just came in with bad intentions, and you know, a lot of people saying he won. Some people saying, look, it was a close fight. He'll learn a lot from that, and apparently he has broken his hand and gone to the hospital as well as Hamzah. So, what did you make of that? Maybe, just give us your overall thoughts.
I don't think he wants to use the hand as an excuse. So fair play to him. Listen, I'll be honest. And I'm pretty alone in this. Like, other people around me didn't think this. I really thought as long as Hamzah didn't lose the final round, he won the fight. I thought he won, and then I was quite surprised when I went and joined other people. They were like, "No, he's lost this wide. No, he's lost." What have I just watched? I just thought he'd landed some good clean shots, and Adamez looked aggressive and looked like he was going after him. But I thought Hamzah just did enough. But listen, maybe I've got it wrong. But one of the judges did give it to him.
Yeah.
Maybe that judge was sat on the same side of the ring that I was on. It could be, mate. Yeah, I don't know, but it was a great learning fight for Hamzah. He knows that he belongs at that level now. That's an elite middleweight he was in with, and he was in there.
Fair play to him, and it's a hard day's work for anyone who's a dime. So I want to talk about Josh Padley. I mean, sparky by trade, turns up and goes against top 10 pound for pound. And look, I think a win for him tonight was, how long can you last in there with a fully fit, fully geared up, primed Shakur Stevenson? And look, he was getting him to the body, and it wasn't him. I think the corner did the right thing. He was taking a lot of damage to the body, but he mixed it in with the very best there tonight, didn't he?
Yeah, I would imagine that Josh Padley will be getting phone calls about more fights, and they won't be at a few days' notice, because on a few days' notice, he showed that kind of heart and guts and balls against maybe the best fighter in the world. If not, he's probably top 5. That's what Shakur Stevenson is. He thinks he's the best anyway, and he just thugged it out with him as much as he could, and they made the right decision. There's no need to just keep getting hit to the body and going down. There's no need for that anymore. You've made your money. Go away, enjoy that money a little bit. Keep up the electricity stuff. I'm sure he loves all that as well. Keep that up as well, and then get yourself a big fight.
He might not after this payday and the last one, but I'm going to talk about Ajit Kabayel. I said to him this week, I think you're a bit of the wild card in this division. Everyone's obviously talking, rightfully so, about Parker and everyone else, but you were in a position now where Makhmudov, underdog, beat him, rolls into the next one against Sanchez. The people were talking about for years, Canelo team, etc., beat him. Tonight rolls in against Big Bang, who gave it a lot and caused him problems.
Yeah.
Front runner Zhile Zhang, first 4 or 5 rounds you're thinking, wow, what's going to happen? Drops him, gets back up, and he's the first man to stop him. What a statement tonight from Ajit Kabayel. Where's he in this mix now?
He's right up there, because he just chops down these trees, and he's doing it all the time. And it felt like everyone knew that the game plan for Ajit Kabayel in this fight would be to work Zhang's body and make him really tired, and that's kind of what happened. But he did get banged en route. He almost,
No, did he?
No, I don't know. Maybe there is. No, did he? Listen, it was. He got knocked down en route, but he was very, very good. He's a real problem. He's one of the best heavyweights in the world. After nights like this, you end up just kind of reframing everything, and I don't know what the top 5 is at the moment.
That's a good place to be.
It's a great place to be. He's unbeaten, 26-0, 18 knockouts, and he's taken apart these monsters. And he's got a great chance of beating anyone in the world right now. He's really good, isn't he?
Yeah. Exciting times, Dev. Look, you give me a lot of your time this week again. I appreciate it. We'll catch up when we're back in the UK. But yeah, what a fight week and what a fight night to match. Appreciate it.
No worries at all, mate. And yeah, just on the Bakole thing, stepped in at 24 hours notice. Fair play to him. He came and gave it a go.
100%. Dev, appreciate it.